position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Grineers prey on the weak, but we prey on the Grineer.
Reinforcements are inbound. Hold the line. Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy. Continue to defend. Rewarded for your bravery. Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
A voice in the night, a half-remembered dream, rising to the surface of your consciousness.
Ordis wonders, why is he here? Ordis supposes everyone has to be somewhere.
It can be tough as a kid. All sorts of people have it over you. People will kill you inside. Kill you and forget your name. You grow up. They grow old. You remember. They don't. They just keep doing what they've always done, only to someone else. Then, one day, they call you friend. And you wait. And you wait. You wait till they can't trust you any more than they do. And then you ask them if they enjoyed their dinner. And looking into their panicked eyes as they gasp their last, you tell them your name, and you nod. Yeah. Your eyes say to theirs, that was me. And then you leave, and the system is a better place. Be smart, dreamers.
I was on Star Citizen earlier.
Enemy is at our
Like I said, I'll be switching
We
to
must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
impure, the unworthy have no future.
You want to hit those high notes? You gotta mean it.
It's multiplayer. There's some PvP in it also, but it's mainly a PvE. They do have PvP sections to it.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy. Another opportunity to extract will appear.
Yeah, the blueprints are a pain to get. That's you know, still hide all the better mods and things you really need to make the game easier for last down nerf. Hide it behind the paywall, so that is rather frustrating. Watching Happy Sorry stream today, and he was saying that the arena was the better event to get it, especially for free-to-play players, to try and get the blueprints and stuff like that. But it's still RNG at the end of the day. If you're gonna get it or not, really nothing's guaranteed, because you know, this is how they make their money. Kind of stinks, but it's true. I basically stopped for like a year, just because there's some things I wish they would go ahead and put into the game, and the map could be much fuller than it already is. But you know, I think they're just piecemealing things while they work on other projects in the background. Yeah, he was down there. He was taking on the level 3 mobs before he got to the level 1s. And people in the chat were saying the same thing. Some people didn't like the arena. They really got any rewards for it. It's just a waste of time. But you know, he was saying it's one of the better events in his opinion to get some of the blueprints, carbon composites, a couple other things. But you know, I can understand both sides of it, because it is annoying that they hide everything, all the better stuff. Either the bunker, you gotta grind out insane numbers of stuff to build anything. Be at least up to par on the game. So that's my frustration with it. But you know, Been playing for about 5 years, so how long? It's been 2018, I think is when I started. And Star Snipe was the one that kind of got me into it. Watching his videos, so it can be a bit irritating. Like also the fact that if you miss any events with the special reward items, you don't know the next time when they're gonna put them in the game. If you understand that, you know, just make of it as you will when you play it. Just kind of grind it out, which unfortunately that's basically what it's about, since it is a mobile game. Pretty much how they make the bulk of their stuff out, forcing you to grind out way more than you really need to. Like, you need a tough one. There's 2 of them. Oh, it's 3 of them. Yeah, he's been following the game almost since it first started. He only streams like on once a week on Friday on Twitch, like around 6 p.m. But he's been playing it. He's got just about everything in the game, every event. You know, he kind of says the same thing. He knows it's a bit frustrating for people. There should be more consistency with the content. Stretch out a lot of the stuff that they're going to put in the game. So, but you know, it's how they want to run it. So. That's why a lot of time, you know, you have to play other stuff. But you should be able to grind out. They'll tell you can grind out everything in the game, but that's not really true. Not in the time frame it is to take and complete all the season passes. Plus, on top of that, a lot of times the season pass doesn't give you a lot of the cool stuff. $10 out of it seems like almost with everything. So people's been playing it for a long time. They're well aware of the problems that people have with the game. Yeah, he was on earlier today, so you probably saw him talking about the arena. There are people in the chat that said the same thing. They really didn't care. By the same token, you know, if you had better weapons, which, you know, is always the case, that, you know, you can do the level 3 guy, better chance of you getting the better mod packs or whatever, the blueprints. I like the way you put it. I don't know if you typed it in or mistake or on purpose, but the not the thing to write home about a lot of times. Here's 3, y'all. Get off me, get off me, get off me. Yeah, the wall trick, it took me a minute to get that little thing hammered out, because he's figured out. I watched him do it at the transport hub with the miner. One of my videos, I was trying my best to keep him in that same position, but he just would not stay. He did it initially, but then the rest of the time he would always run back to the other side, and I just couldn't keep him to stay there. His video, when he did it live, he was able to keep that miner in one spot the entire time. I was like, okay, I thought maybe I was doing something wrong, but do it. I'm trying to do the laboratory because at some point in time I'll need to start doing hard mode in there. And that right there is just, that's a much harder task doing the hard mode in the laboratory than it is even in Bunker Bravo. Almost impossible in some of it. You just have to get the right perks, because I know if you do the laboratory or snipes, like using the agility, if you can get agility, and what's the other one? I know agility is the main one. Then there's one other perk I just saw on video today talking about it. Because agility, most of the mobs they hit you a lot less, like 15%. They miss a lot. At the same time, it'll take and increase their health sometimes. So there's a trade-off. But you know, even if they're missing, it'll gives you the advantage to be able to take and finish the much easier. Yeah, between those two, Cyric and Star Snipe, those are like the main ones I go to, getting tips, trying to get through the bunkers, and even with especially with the boss fights. Ooh, good look to you on that one. Do you have your ATV yet? Because I think that's the main one of that bunker is the part for their ATV. You don't really get guns out of Bronco Bravo. Cylinders, it's the main thing that comes out of that one. Yeah, the carbon composites, I mean, I wish they had a trade system in the game that if, you know, if you had abundance, you could take and trade on people, you know, on your friend list or something. Darkseid's talked about that a lot because, you know, he hears the same, everyone has the same thing. Grind on getting things that you need. It's like the struggle to get it, but once you kind of figure it out and get a routine, a lot of times you'll get that stuff be stacked up before you know it, but it just like it takes forever. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I first started playing carbon composites, well, it might as well have been like a unicorn trying to find them. Now I've got like 200 of them just stacked up in the chest. They haven't brought out anything I can use them with it. They got just about all the mods that I need for the weapons. Except for the Dragonov, I don't have anything for it except for what came from the passes. I think I've got like 4 machines from the settlement that I'm trying to get. The one that does the metal bars, so I can finish the tower, open up the tower in the swamp. Another thing I can't think of what it is right now.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy. We're done here. The extraction
Yeah, the M16. It's yeah, you definitely want that. That whole thing about recycling nearly broken guns. I mean, basically, it's just keep running the bunkers. Now for I'm used to give a little bit of something. But between the transport now, I'm trying to think, what did I get? Did I get anything from them? I know the laboratory is supposed to have, but the laboratory, it's because of those acid melters. It's just oof. Melters and the spitters. Melters for sure, because they get rid of your armor, and they put that toxin on the ground underneath your feet. Not bode well. Yeah, now you know what? That's the one. Yeah, that's the one freebie that they put in, that once you get a certain level, the expeditions start getting free loot. That's something they didn't have to do, and I'm glad they did, because I'm right now,
Orders went mad.
even though I've got like 4 or 5 of my mercs are 44. I can't beat anymore. The kind of stuck until I get them to level 50, and right now I haven't gotten any, you know, the enough of the tokens to level them up. And like I say, the higher they get, the less those tokens get. So it's almost like you need 3 times as much of the badges to level them up to the next level until they get to 50. But yeah, it's just a grind. Yeah. I said the higher you get up, but like I say, it's just trying to get those badges to level up. That's a real pain.
Well put together, operator. Now get out there and
Cut down the...
make the Lotus proud.
Said we kind of expecting the lunar thing about a week ago, but since they're going to push it to February, I'm hoping to get the little platform. It's like a little pavilion. I didn't even know they had it last year, and I missed that. Hope to bring it back this year because I want to pick that up. Still trying to get that little cart in this season pass. That hadn't dropped for me yet, but
Our position has been
wish they would go back in and bring the
cargo until reinforcements arrive.
like a little I call it stand. And I wish they would bring that back. Now, what I'm glad they've not fixed, bunker, well, not the bunker, but the raids or bases, and do that stick mod that the raiders will take. I don't care what you bring back. You could come back with 30 weapons, guns, machetes, or whatever, but as long as you give them one little pointy stick, oh, we're good. That's a little hidden thing that I'm glad they left in the game and figured it out. I think we're about giving all your loot back to raiding, but they still haven't updated the raiding yet, because it's outside of, I kind of look at going doing base raiding. It's like getting resources, iron, wood, stuff like that, some of those smaller things, because they've not updated any of the loot in the bases or in the new stuff that you use, that you get from, like, you know, the latest event places or whatever. Somebody asked them about that, and they said that's something they're probably never going to change anytime soon because it's just different tech. So I don't know. We'll see. This game here, it's more of a, I said, it's just a free-spirited shooter. You know, some people use it for design, fashion, because they put a lot of cosmetics in this game. Some of you win, you earn it from different accomplishments. Got a storyline. It's got a story mode that you basically playing the whole time, even if you don't even realize that's what you're doing. So, mainly getting trophies. All right, drop your shield, buddy. This guy right here, drop your shield. Thank you. He's worse than the riot police. But yeah, the goal is to grind out your frames, because you get a ton of them. I'll show when I get back after this one. Try and level them up, make them more powerful, and just kind of play it. Because like I said, it's basically still in development, so to speak. Had a big change at the upper management level. The guy who had been running this for a while, he stepped down. They got a new person who's coming up with content. She's been basically running things for the last 2 years, so there's a lot of things that they're trying to put into this game that didn't start originally, but they're slowly expanding it. So, but it's a fun. If you like games where you just get in there, you don't really have to think about what you're doing. There's no real strategy. Some cases it can be, depending on what frames you're playing with, trying to do if you're farming or whatever. All frames do. It's pretty cool. I start, yeah, the rating's gonna be cool once you get it. And if you ever had any questions about trying to figure out something, like if you get a raid, a base before you go, just about everything at this point, it's probably got somebody that's got a copy of it online. Definitely take and do your research. Just pull up the name of the base, LDOE, and it'll tell you, for the most part, it'll show you what type of loot you can possibly get from said base that you're trying to find information about before you go there. Because you definitely don't want to go and be wasting C4 stone bases, and you don't be trying to blow up something and all you needed was actually maybe one hatchet because someone left one little wall open somewhere. So
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
guys are doing one round, that's it.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
There's people at day of 4 years trying to get them to nerf those rod zombies, but for about 4 months. Okay, that's pretty cool. Take the knowledge you know now and start another account, so you know exactly where you want to go, especially when it comes to base design. So all right, get us about 8 more minutes. I'm gonna swap over. This is gonna be quick.
The enemy is at our doorstep. We must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
well, in numbers they are, but not by himself. Because you know, the longer he's, at least the main one at your bases, and not the one that you may run into if you were farming out in these wood areas. Every now and then he'll spawn there too, and take him out with one of those bats. Two bats and a AK-47 with the knife attachment on the front. The armor, about every mob in the game. Takes a long time, but you can beat them that way. But you can't beat the one that's at the base raise. Like once they show up, it's time to go. Another good YouTube streamer to look at getting tips and stuff on raiding is Lady Gauss. Hold on, make sure I get her name right. She's one of the few that I know that they can basically clear a base out. Big one and no big one. Gauss. Because I know they call it LDO Mom. This kind of the nickname they give her in the last in their Discord. Armor. No. Oh, yes. If they were any faster, that would be brutal. Glad they're slow. That's why I'm kind of annoyed with the transport hub. Coming out of that first room, I noticed you get a mix of you're either gonna get the explosive zombies, and you might get a few riot. I prefer having one or two of the explosive zombies and then get nothing but the riot ones to kind of pick off.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Continue to defend. You will be rewarded
yes.
for your bravery.
I don't know. I can deal with the toxic spitters. It's the melters, because remember, the melters remove your armor. I mean, they'll go from, I don't care if you got Kevlar, go from 100%, 75, and gone, or no. Plus, they put that stuff it's on the ground. It does damage to you that way also, while you're standing in it if you're not aware of it. I miss. This would probably be it. I'm one at an hour. That's gonna be an hour on here. Switch. Do this. Where this other one at? I've talked us through this shit. Favorite? No, I don't have a favorite. Once you can figure out which ones you can pretty much go through pretty quickly, you just got the ones you can't stand because they're a little bit more difficult to manage than the other ones are. That's pretty how I look at it. I say those the melters are the worst. Ouch. So if that's considered having a favorite, it would be the melters, but yeah, I don't care for them. If you don't have any extra armor in your inbox, in case your current one is completely gone. Crap after that. Hope you guys coming this time. Where's the other one at? Alright, they got him. See them. They don't really pose that much of a threat. Especially try and keep your base from being hit all the time. Especially the mobs. You can always take out the you can always go to the forest and take out the witch, so that stops the mob for about a day or two. She's a fighting herself. I wouldn't say that, because I guess the difference is that I have to fight them maybe. Roaming ones that are
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy. That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
Okay. Oh, didn't that. All right, I'll be back in a second. Take a switch.